Hey guys, hey guys, hey guys, hey guys, hey guys, welcome to Hosanna's vlog. And this is the face behind Hosanna's vlog. Yeah. So if you're just coming across this channel for the first time, you're welcome. Please endeavor to like, share and subscribe to this channel, and also turn on your notification bell to always get notified whenever I post a new video online. And for my old subscribers and my current subscribers, you guys mean a lot to me. You all do mean a lot to me. Of my returning subscribers, my upbringing returning subscribers, thank you so much for always supporting this baby girl. Yeah, I'm so grateful. So like I said in my my last video, I have a testimony to give. You understand? I have a testimony to give. So that's you guys anticipate for this video. I have a testimony to give, but if I give testimony, I have to say a short story that led to the testimony. Yeah. So go grab your popcorn, your chin chin, your lollipop, sweet, and come and sit down and listen to my story. That is, that is coming my testimony. Last year gave me a testimony. Just gonna grab your popcorn, your chin chin, and come and sit down and relax. You understand? So guys, story. Okay, seriously. Like every young girl growing up, I was anticipating for my menstruation to start. I was really waiting. Like I was waiting to see my first menses, my first menstruation. So I was waiting. I was praying. Like imagine you praying for your menses to come. I was praying because I was seeing everybody, some of my classmates then going to bed, carrying pads around, and I God, I want to experience this carrying of pad around. It's my own difference. So I got my first menstruation, my first menses in my chest. The first time I saw my first menses, I bathed with 3 buckets. The first one was just normal bathing. The second one was just for celebration. Do you know who you are talking with? You are speaking with. This girl just saw her first menses. It's not easy. So I was excited. If you see me, I was smiling. Even if you make me angry that day, I cannot get angry. I won't tell you sorry, but I was so excited. So, okay, yeah. I started seeing my menses, my SS3, SS1, SS2, SS3. Then my first year in the university. One more. My first year in the university, yeah. Okay. No, my first year in the university, then my second year. I think this happened in my second year, not my first year. My second year, that was 2016, November. I actually went for a modeling stuff. I was slim then, leave the way I am now. Forget, baby girl was hot. I was a very hot girl. See, I was a very slim with flat tummy. Now. Hey, Chimo. I was very slim then. So I went for a modeling, a contest actually. I went for a contest. Normally when you go for a contest for like 1 week, you guys are going to prepare yourselves, both the exercises, the aerobics, and all the stuff. So this stuff was around November. You understand? So I was actually expecting my menses that November 2016. So when it eventually came, I'm like, okay, my menses came. I have 28 days cycle. That's my menses. So I have 28 days cycle. So my menses came. Normally it's supposed to be 4 days. So it came 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7. That's 1 week. I became concerned, like, why is it like that? So I had to take permission. I went to a chemist shop and they gave me vitamin K. Normally they say vitamin K is supposed to stop the bleeding. They probably clot the blood. I don't know what they explain, but as they gave me the vitamin K, expecting it to stop. It didn't stop. It didn't stop, and it was coming with heavy flow. Like when I wear pad before females I'm already filled, I have to change. Like I was concerned because I've never had that experience before. The only thing that I was told was that if you start menstruating, your menstruation can stop for some time, but never told me that I can menstruate for like more than 1 week. So I was scared. So I had to endure that till after the contest. So I had a friend in Lagos, because the contest was in Abuja. So I had a friend in Abuja, married, but I miss her. I have a friend in Abuja. I have a friend in Abuja because the parents stays in Abuja. So I called her, like, this was happening. I'm going to come to your house actually. I want to use the opportunity to use 1 stone and kill 2 birds. So I'm going to come to your house to visit, and I'll use the opportunity to go to the hospital from there. So I went to her house. I went to the hospital the next day from there. And then I went to the hospital. I was the doctor gave me prescription Primolut N. That was the first time I'm hearing the drugs Primolut N. So I started taking the drugs. I took the drugs for 2 days. I took the drugs. The bleeding stopped for 2 days and then it continued. So I just felt this drug is not doing anything. But I continued taking it because you don't expect that when you take a drug today, it start working today. So I felt maybe the drug wants to take its time. You understand? Because from November it entered December. You understand? So I was scared. So when I went back to school, I traveled down to Enugu. Funny thing, no parents now. So my mom saw the drugs and I was like, why am I taking Primolut N? I have to tell her I'm taking Primolut N. The Primolut N is for someone that either had miscarriage or lose the child. So I was like, miscarriage care, lose the child care. You understand? See what happened to me. I just started bleeding and all those stuff. So that November, December, I met a friend. We got talking, Dr. John. Dr. John, thank you. You are really of great help that period. Yeah, Dr. John. So we got talking on WhatsApp. He prayed. I don't know, God just answered this prayer. He prayed that January. The next day, the bleeding stopped. So I bleeded for like 2 months and the bleeding stopped. I was so grateful. I said, God, thank you. Imagine a human being bleeding, heavy flow for 2 months. It's not easy. And the funny thing that you even see me there, you won't even know that something of such was happening to me. You understand? So okay, because I remember when I went to the chemist, I came back to Enugu then. I went to the chemist to complain because I felt the drug was not working. I went to the chemist to complain, like, okay, so what's wrong with me? They're like, you've been bleeding for 2 months. I like it, I've been bleeding for 2 months. November, December, January. This is almost end of January. The lady opened my eyes, like, you are lying. I said, how can I come leave my house and come to this pharmacy, come and be lying to you? Like, I don't have anything to do. Like, I don't have sleep to I cannot go to my bed and sleep. You to come and be lying to you, almost waste of time. And I'm telling you the truth. You understand? So she prescribed a drug for me, and it was the same Primolut N. And I'm taking this drug already, and nothing is happening to me. So she advised that I go to the hospital. I said, okay, I'm going to go to the hospital. So when I finished discussing with my mother about that, because I didn't tell her I was going to the chemist, the pharmacy. Because when I came back, when she actually saw the drugs, I was like, okay, what's happening? I finished explaining everything to her. So she said I was going to see her doctor friend, Dr. Chioma. Thank you too. So that was the first doctor I saw. So she asked me a few questions. I told my mom to work the next day because she works with Medical Women Association. They deal with all this cancer. They do pap smear, breast examination, and they also give injections for cervical cancer prevention. So in case you are in Enugu and you want to actually take this injection to prevent cervical cancer, you can actually go to the office, Moan Medical Women Association. So that maybe I can add the address of the place later. You understand? Because I can't really remember the address. Maybe I'll ask her and I'll add the address below in case, as a young person, you want to check yourself, do pap smear and check yourself and do breast examination. You can actually go. They're very good with that. They're very, very good with that. So she took me to work the next day, and I had to meet Dr. Choma. My elbow, Dr. Choma. That lady is too much. She's too much. I won't lie. I had to meet her. So that was my first diagnosis. She asked me a few questions, and then she narrowed it down to me having PCOS. That was the first time I was having PCOS. I'm like, okay, PCOS. What is PCOS? They say it's polycystic ovarian syndrome. Blah 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 blah. It has to do with the woman body, ovary. No. But funny enough, all those times I was having this stuff, my menses. Okay, I skipped a part. When my menses stopped that January, the funny thing, I didn't see my menses for like 7 months. So it was in that 7 months that my mom became bothered. So she was like, okay, that we need to go see a doctor to know why I'm not seeing my menses for like 7 months. And the funny thing is this, once you PCOS, I start getting fat. You feel like things are supposed to leave your body, don't leave your body. I'm supposed to be menstruating. Blood is supposed to be leaving my body every month, but it's not leaving. So I start getting fat. I fat like this. My voice started becoming thick, and it has not stopped. That's why my voice is like this. I had tinier voice than this before, actually. So this is the work of PCOS, my thick voice. So when I stopped menstruating for 7 months, so my mom had to take me to the hospital to see Dr. Chioma, to her work to see Dr. Chioma the next day. She was the then president of Moan, so I had to see her the next day. That was my first diagnosis. She asked me a few questions. I will narrow it down to PCOS. You understand? And she explained what PCOS was. And two, I had to visit my Google because that was actually the first time I was hearing PCOS. Like, PCOS, get what is PCOS? Hey, God, what is this one again? Was that again? I've carried your own PCOS. I said, I was bothered though. You understand? But before then, my mom very paranoid. This, when you're a pregnant woman, this thing that they're using, listening to baby's heartbeat. Mom came and was listening to the heartbeat. She said, I can hear something in your. I said, hear what? What are you hearing in my stomach? That period was funny. Crazy me. Imagine when something short like this is happening and you are laughing. So the first diagnosis was Dr. Choma. So she already first down to PCOS. That was the first time I was hearing about PCOS. But the thing there is that she said there was no cure for PCOS, but it can be managed. You understand? And they were advised, as a young person that has PCOS, the only thing you can do for yourself is going to get married. So you have to get married. When you get married, that's when the real work will start. The only thing I can do for you is try to induce you to get pregnant. I know until PCOS, when you start having PCOS, your eggs don't grow. You understand? Some people are opportune to see their menses when they have PCOS. Some people see their menses when they have PCOS. That's why most times you don't know that you have PCOS because you see your menses every month. You understand? The only time you know you have PCOS is when it's time for you to take in and you cannot take in. You understand? So, but for me, I don't see my menses. I don't see my menstruation every month. I have to take injection to induce my menses after 3 months. Then I have to take injection to stop the menses. So it was like a big work for me then. So after we finished seeing Dr. Choma, we have to go to another doctor, Dr. Chibu. Thank you too, sir. So I saw Dr. too, and then I had my other diagnosis too. That was when they all concluded it was PCOS. So he was like that this PCOS thing, some people are lucky once they give birth, you understand, it stops. They start seeing the menses normal. Some people they still have to induce again to see the menses. So I like, okay, let's start looking for husband now. It's not about looking for husband, it's to look for someone that is okay and good, that is God fearing. It's not someone that I'll rush to marry and then tomorrow I'll have my problems. Me, I'm not ready. I don't even have strength. I don't have strength at all. But I was happy because I didn't close my mouth about the problem I had. You understand? This is me. I'm an open person because I know this is not my fault that I had PCOS. I am not the cause of PCOS. It just happened. This is me. This is PCOS, and I'm happy that this is something that can be managed. That things you can do to it. Do you understand? So I didn't have a closed mouth about PCOS. But like, God, please, when is my time to give birth? I don't want to hear any stories. So fast forward down to 2019. After I was done with school, I was waiting for service. I met husbandman. When I saw him, my brain turned. I said, okay, thank you for this one. We got married that same year. Yeah, I was actually still serving at Anambra, so I got relocated down to Lagos. That's where he's based. I got relocated down to Lagos. So that 2019 December, and then that 2020 before the COVID and all those blah 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 wahala, we started trying to give birth. You understand? The truth of the matter is that someone that is not a farmer will not know how to plant this particular thing or when to plant it for it to grow and grow well. You cannot give the work of a banker to a farmer. You cannot give the work of a farmer to a banker. So then we thought every doctor can actually handle this thing. And PCOS needs, if someone needs to handle PCOS, the person needs to be close to you. It's not something you do over the phone. It's not something that you need to be doing through a distance. Someone needs to be close to you because every PCOS patient that wants to take in need a close monitoring. So first mistake we did was going to go and meet someone that was not a gynecologist. I always tell anybody that feels he or she's sorry, Rita is here again. I always tell any lady that she feels that she's having PCOS or has PCOS after going to the hospital and been diagnosed. I'll tell you as a person, if you're going to go and meet a doctor, make sure you are meeting a gynecologist. Every doctor is not a gynecologist. We have different doctors. So if you want to help yourself as a person, as a woman that has PCOS, you need to meet a gynecologist. So the first mistake I made then, or the first mistake we made then, was going to go and meet someone that was not a gynecologist. See, the truth of the matter is that as a doctor, you can actually handle a person that has PCOS and probably it will work for you, because the kind of my level of PCOS might be different from this person's level of PCOS. It might not be the same thing. So you worked with this person, and the way you handle this person, it worked for you. Doesn't mean that if you handle me the same way you handle this person, it's going to work for me. You understand? So we met a doctor that was not a gynecologist. Okay. We stayed for like 6 months there, and then we kept trying. We kept using the same thing, increasing doses. You understand? So what he did then was trying to increase my, because then if they induced me to menstruate, and they actually induce me to menstruate and give me medicines to stop the menstruation. You understand? The next thing to do is to induce to make my egg grow, because my eggs don't grow. If it actually grows to when it's supposed to break, as per that's when the ovulation actually occurs, it doesn't break, it passes. You understand? And then it will break or it will not break. And when it breaks, eventually I might have heavy flow for a long time. So most times I won't see my menses, I will be induced. You understand? And most times my menses can come on its own. No, it can come on its own when it decides. But the problem now, when it comes on its own, it stays for like 2-3 months and it doesn't go, and it comes with heavy flow. That's the problem. That's the thing. So the menses can come on its own once and stay for like 2-3 months with the heavy flow, with the pace that comes with it. So then when my man was handling me, the first thing we do, I went for so many tests to confirm and know that, okay, this thing with doctors, that they need to have your history before they start treating you. You understand? So we went for different tests, and then he will induce me to menstruate and give me medicine to stop. He will try to make my egg grow. My egg will grow, but it will not break. You understand? So it happened, and he was like, let's try for extra, and let's try for like 8 months. And I'm like, this is me, a married woman, because I was already a woman, a married woman, being so impatient. Like, what are you going to tell me? Like, this kind of mentality now, you are the problem. You are the problem. This thing, the reason why this is not happening is you. So I was just so bothered, like, oh God, this is not me. This is not me. Look at people like I got married before. They all have children, save, and some of them are pregnant. I'm like, oh, my own will not be different, though. My own will not be different, because me, I love children. God, I need this. So we continued, and I met another person online, the people's doctor. I still working with her too. But then, when plenty of people are working with this person, so this person will never have time before the person comes to you. Probably if you're supposed to do a test or a scan, so day before the person will come to have your own time, the day have passed. Do you understand? It was hell. So fast forwarded to, okay, this happened to 2020 to 21. You understand? So I was hoping and praying to God too. But the funny thing was that we're looking for doctors. You understand? But there was no good. I can't place my hand on any good gynecologist in Lagos. I don't know who to meet. I don't even, because marriage brought me to Lagos. It's not as if I've lived in Lagos, but marriage brought me to Lagos. So it's not as if I've lived here before. But I was like, God, please, I need a good gynecologist. Who will I even ask? You know, so at least if it's a private hospital, okay. Hobby said, let's get the private hospital. At least let's get a good that will have our time, answer all our questions when we ask, and actually prescribe. And you understand? You can compare private hospital to general when it comes to attending to you. So we need a place that we can ask questions, and they will answer us normally, not like people that are coming to steal anything. You understand? So we're like, God, please help us. But then in my mind, I was like, God, if anything should happen, if it takes me going down to Enugu to me, because I said the doctor is a good doctor, she's a good gynecologist. If it takes me going down to Enugu, so for this period of time she's going to handle me, I would do it. Like, I was not ready to waste my 2022 that way again. But then 2021 in church, during our Mother's Day, I just told God that yes, that the next mothering day we are going to have, or mothering Sunday, now we want to put it, that we're going to have in church, that I'm going to be with a child, and I'm going to do it. I had that faith. I didn't know how it's going to happen, but I had that faith. Seriously. If I even get my wallet, the place I so we asked to get the paper, I'm like, this thing that you want by next mothering Sunday, you want this thing to happen, write it down. So I wrote, God, I want to either have my child, or I want to either be carrying my child or be pregnant for one. So I wrote it and I put it in my wallet. I just told God that I don't know how it's going to happen, but it's going to happen. So then 2020, 2021, and then December. So one of my husband's brother sisters called. You know how sisters brothers called. And she told my husband that she wants to see me. But I was like, I do want to see me again. I was like, I don't have strength for story. I'm tired. I don't know. Yeah, I don't have, that kind of thing. I don't have strength for story. So my husband like, go and see her. So I went to see her January. And then she introduced me to someone, her in-law that stays outside. She asked me to tell the in-law what was wrong with me, and I did. I told him what was wrong with me. This is it. This is it. This is it. I was like, okay. That he's going to direct me to someone. He has to direct me to one at First Stack and one at Island, but I have to choose the one that is closer to me. I was like, see First Stack here, see my house here now. Why would I start entering transport to Island? So I was like, I chose First Stack. Like, this is it. So this conversation happened January, and February I went to see the woman. Okay, January, beginning of February, I went to see the woman. So we started our treatment. You understand? She asked me to go for a test. I went for HSG. If you're a TTC mother, if you're TTC, you will know what HSG is. I went for HSG, hormonal imbalance, and then I was induced. But the thing there is the drugs that was used for me to induce me to menstruate. She used a different one entirely. Although it was the same drug, it was the same kind of drugs. So she induced me to menstruate, and I menstruated, and then she gave me the one to stop it, okay? And then she gave me one to make my egg grow. Because no one, like I said earlier, if you're having PCOS, it's actually hard for your egg to grow when you're having PCOS because of the things that comes with PCOS. So I was given drugs to make my egg grow. But the funny thing there's just one thing with all these things. God is just wonderful. So there was just one thing that other doctors failed to do. I know the funny thing, Dr. have been saying this particular thing, but I'm like, I don't know what is it. And you don't expect me to go and tell a doctor what to do. Like, it looks like, okay, you don't know this thing, you're coming to meet me, and you're telling me what to do. But Dr. have been pointing out this particular thing. Tell this man to give you injection to induce ovulation, give them to give you injection to break the egg, But I was like, which one is break egg again? Give me injection to break egg. So I didn't do anything about that. So when my egg grew, you understand, she asked me to count. Then I should come. Then she asked her the question, do we want her to break the egg or wait for the egg to break by itself? So that break the egg thing came to my mind. And I'm like, we've been waiting for this egg to break by itself for years, and it's not breaking by itself. Why would I take this chance again to wait for which egg to break? So I told her, please, ma, you break the egg. Like, I can't wait again. Break the egg. Let's try this one. Since the one we've been trying is not working, break the egg. So she asked her to come on 13th day. On the 12th day night, she said the drug was supposed to work for 48 hours. So that is the 12th day, the 13th day, and the 14th day we're supposed to do my menses, because I have 28-day cycle, like I said earlier. So we came on the 12th night. I was given the injection, and we were asked to meet back to back. So I had to meet my husband back to back. You understand? Then, yeah, God, the crazy things I did. You know, when you finish meeting your husband, you're asked to hang your leg. You believe that when you hang your leg, everything went in. So almost on the 14th day, I actually hanged my leg for hours. I was hanging my leg from morning to afternoon. Even when I called my mom, I was like, today's the 14th day, and I'm hanging my leg. She said, I was like, I want to go for scan. I want to go for scan to check if the egg actually broke. So like, hang it there. You can go for scan anytime. I hang the leg from morning to almost 3. And can you to go and bathe so I can go to do the lab, to scan, sorry. So I went there. They said the egg broke, and I go, at least this is a good progress. You understand? So funny enough, I wasn't expecting anything that month, because it's funny that you did something this month and expect something this month. It's not possible. So I wasn't expecting anything that month. You understand? So I was actually doing the exercises we did in school, the stress, I didn't even feel anything. Like, I didn't feel anything that February. Then March, we had a program in church. I even tied waist straight. I tie this wrap waist is it Gedo, that wrap I tied domo. If you see me, I'm like, how I wear this fine gown and then come and carry my, because PCOS gave me big belly, gave me fatness, chin hairs, pimples, and all this things. So I was like, these people is not my problem. So the fatness, I can't do anything about it because I don't menstruate. But the stomach, at least for now, I can do something about it though. I can tie Gedo. I was on heels. Hey, daughter of Zion. Hey, I was on heels. But I noticed that any small thing I do, I start losing strength. I start losing real strength. So I had to go remove the ghetto. More. Daughter of Zion cannot kill herself. You understand? So I removed the ghetto and then I had to rest. But then the program started Tuesday and Wednesday. The program was till Sunday, so then Tuesday, Wednesday. On Thursday, my husband didn't come Tuesday, Wednesday, but he came on Thursday. So on Thursday, when we were going after the program, I told my friend, like, I don't understand how I'm feeling. Let's go, let me buy a pregnancy strip. But like, I wasn't, truth is this, I wasn't expecting that. I already told myself that this one did not work. I nothing. So probably this match will try again. So I like, well, I don't know how I'm feeling. I think I'm going to buy test strip. That's pregnancy PT. So test strip. So when I go home, I'll check. I went and bought test strip. I bought 2. When we got home, I tested. I saw 2 lines. Hey, I want mad. I want mad. Hey, Jesus. Like it's not me. It's not me. I called my husband, baby, half come and see. Husband man smiled, he was happy, but you know, there's something the doctor said, this PT thing, most times are not accurate. So husband man was like, this one is PT, oh. It might not even be accurate. But I said, God forbid, this one is accurate though. He was like, tomorrow I'll go and do blood tests, so I will actually confirm that, okay, true. His baby is pregnant. It's kind of like that baby, you understand? So the next day in the morning, I was so overjoyed. Hey God, I was so overjoyed. Like, next day, that was on Friday, I went for scan. I went for PT, sorry. I went for blood test. They said I was pregnant. Hey, you don't understand. Teacher, after many years. When I was coming back, I called him. He was shouting. He was very happy and very excited. I'm like, God, you're too much. You're too much. God. I was so excited. Like, hey, God. I said, God, it's not easy. That's why I took it for picture. Like, so all this exercise I was doing all these months, this baby said, it's like, you're not ready. Why are you stressing me? Like, stressing me. I was so happy. I was so overjoyed. Okay, after harmony, since 2019, 2022, I got pregnant for my baby. But you know one thing, PCOS, the progesterone wahala brought up his head. I bled for 3 weeks. At first, I went to the hospital. I was like, God, how can I take it after years? And then I'm bleeding for what? I bled. I was even seeing blood clots. I'm like, God, nothing. See, my faith is strong. Nothing is going to. See, one thing about being a TTC is your faith. Your faith works for you. My faith actually works. As a TTC, your faith actually works for you. Is what you believe that is going to work for you. So I want to tell every TTC, your faith is going to work for you. Everything you want to experience, say it and believe it. You understand? If you know you're going to carry your child, if you want to carry your child, say it like, I'm going to carry my child so time. Keep prophesying, keep praying. Keep praying it. You can pray it into existence. My faith really worked for me. I said, it's not possible. It's not possible. It's not possible. But after everything, the bleeding stopped. And I said, carry my baby. I had an easy pregnancy. Very easy pregnancy. Very, very easy pregnancy. I can't lie to you. Pregnancy was so easy. Like, I didn't have much stress. I didn't have pregnancy sickness, all this morning sickness, I didn't have it. The only thing that was happening to me was I was eating wet food. Forgetting that I had plenty water. I was eating wet food, but I didn't have all these morning sicknesses. For like my first 6 months, you won't even know I'm pregnant. The only way you know I'm pregnant is I became busty. If you know me before now, you know I'm not a busty person. But I became busty in the pregnancy. Some people knew I was pregnant because of where I was becoming busty. My first 7 months, it wasn't even I'm pregnant. So my stomach started coming out. People said me getting to know that I was pregnant. And then in November, I gave birth. When I gave birth, although it was the the level was anyway, but God did it. I gave birth to my baby girl. You can see my baby. I will show you guys. Let me put my baby girl. You guys will see my baby, my beauty. Hey, my baby girl. God gave me a beautiful baby girl. You understand? So when I remember everything that happened during this year, this period of time, even before my marriage, when I was still, before I was diagnosed, I remember when I was in school, I started bleeding. Flies. I started bleeding. I thought I was going to die. I was bleeding with pains. My friends too were scared. I was like, what was wrong? They took me to the hospital. You know what? That some doctors see, every prayer you should be praying that God, please remove every devilish doctor anytime you're going to the hospital. Like anytime you want to go to the hospital, you see every devilish doctor or every devilish nurse, please, nurses, God, please remove them for me. I actually went to the hospital. They brought me to the hospital to tell you that this is what is wrong with me. The first thing you say that, yeah, she did an abortion, that you need to evacuate her womb. I'm like, is this guy mentally stable? You see a woman that is bleeding with pain, you have to put. See, this story, some doctors are wicked, like wicked. I'm like, how can you evacuate my womb? Like, are you mad? Like, I dare tell you I did an abortion, are you crazy? I'm like, no, sir, please, the only thing I want you to do for me now is just give me injection or pain medication so I can get myself and go home. Don't evacuate anything, don't even bother. I just need pain relief to get myself so I can go. So waiting there, they gave me injection for pains, and I went home. My mom was like, she didn't come and pick me. I said no, because I was starting the exam in 2 days time. So how can I go when I was starting the exam? How will I write this exam? I said no, nothing will happen to me. I'll write this exam well. So I was writing my exam with my medicine. People didn't even know what was happening to me, except my friends and those ones that took me to the hospital. They're the ones that knew what was wrong with me. You understand? So see, this journey has been stressful. It has been memorable. It has been funny. It has been sweet. It has been sad. So I just want to thank God. It's a big testimony, very, very big testimony. I just want to thank God. It's not been easy. If you're TTC, you know what I'm talking about. It has not been easy. Waiting for years, taking up, this kind, the way our mind works. When you're working on the way, you actually feel people are talking about you, like, your mind will not be telling you this, are saying things, so like, you have been pregnant, you have been married for years, I'm not giving birth. So, like, God, please, let the miracle happen. So, but I liked myself. I had the way of being cheerful. I laughed all the time. I didn't want things to bother me. I know the things I was fighting with in the house. I know I was fighting with my mind, my head, my everything, because I will keep hearing voices. But I said, oh, these voices cannot make me. So I was expectant. I said, God, let the miracle happen. So my baby came, and I'm happy she's here to stay. I'm happy God did it. So my prayer is that everybody that is waiting, you're going to get yours. You're going to get yours. Like I said earlier, if you know you have PCOS, please make sure endeavor to meet a gynecologist. Don't go and meet anyhow doctors. They are not gynecologists. A gynecologist knows a woman body. They understand all this is more than every other doctor. You understand? So please go meet a gynecologist to help you with all this. And so thank you guys. This story is a big testimony. Very, very big testimony. This testimony, you reach to kill cow. You reach to kill, cows. So I'm so happy. Funny. I'm so happy. Sorry, I have to sit to guys for minutes to say my story. And I'm happy. I'm glad you guys are listening to this story. So for the drugs I took, I didn't take plenty. This thing they'll say plenty drugs. What we just do take. The only drug that was visible that I actually took during this time I was waiting was the progesterone. Just I needed more progesterone and all these things for my body. The other things I did was just the inducing. A good gynecologist knows the drug that will work. I can't tell you the drugs I use because it might not work for you. So when you meet a good gynecologist, they will be the ones to prescribe the drugs for you when they have seen your history. You have gone for tests and every scans that are necessary. They'll be the ones to prescribe drugs for you that will work for you. So is there anything I did to prepare myself for the pregnancy? The only thing I did was, as a normal person, you take folic acid 400 milligram. I took folic acid 400 milligram. You understand? To prepare myself for it. This is the only thing I know I took. I didn't have any special diet. When they say when you have PCOS, you should have a special diet. I didn't have any special. I ate everything necessary. Let me not go hungry because PCOS say he wants to pump my body and say, lie, it's not me. I didn't have any special diet. I was eating everything that I wanted to, that came my way. You understand? The only thing there is the fact I know that I could not reduce easily. You know, when people will see me, I'm like, you're getting fat or too much. I'm like, you're eating too much. I'm like, I'm eating too much. What will I do? I don't have to come and start explaining to them that my fatness is a result of PCOS. I'm adding burden of PCOS because I don't menstruate. I didn't have strength for all those explanations. Where I was tired. They will tell me I'm getting fat. I say, yes, so too much food. And case closed. So that was it. So I didn't have any special food I was eating. So that is it. So everything is more than my prayer for you that yours will come. It will not be long. It will come. You understand? So, but I want to let you guys know that as a lady that has PCOS, there is something that you can do to it. You can actually take in and give birth to your child. It might take time, but it will happen. As long as it's PCOS, it will take time, but it will happen. The only thing that you need is close management, someone that knows what he or she is doing. Thank you guys for listening to this story. I know this story was long over. This video was long overdue. But I needed to actually give birth before I say this story. Like, I needed to give birth before I talk about my PCOS journey. So you are free to ask any question on the comment section about things I went, the procedures I took, and I'll answer it judiciously without any complaint. So you are free to write down your questions on the comment section and I will answer. That's a promise. You understand? This video was long overdue. I was asked to do this video soon, so I just do it now because during the time I wanted to do it, it wasn't like I got pregnant. But then I had to add my testimony to the video to show you that people with PCOS can actually take in and give birth. God can do it. You understand? So thank you guys for listening to the video. If you know someone that needs this video to listen to it, that has PCOS, please share this video to them. And then please, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please like and share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And also don't forget to turn on the notification bell to always get notified whenever I post a new video. And I thank you guys so much for watching. I love you.